from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Allen's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Bowden now to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And right away, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. To the air, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch that creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd, and that is incomplete.
Intended for Dawson Knox. Incomplete. 3 and
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, the return is Bowden. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Two in, the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll throw from the gun, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Tua to try again on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 28 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And his kick is good.
Dolphins 14, Bills 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Tate to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Allen to throw once more. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Flush to his right. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 28-yard
Tua,
line.
a final shot before half. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 40
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4.
Now again, right side, Cottrell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Number 31.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
On the coverage.
Operating from the gun. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He'll buy some time right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. Out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 50 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Tate to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Baker in on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Cole Beasley.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Bills.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Left side here to Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And again, it's Allen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
No gain on the play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now in Miami. The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be third and 13. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brown. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Allen. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken in the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. me, what's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
Complete to
A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. Sanders has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
At the 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Allen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Good. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, Cottrell. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Miami, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.